going? It is Fangs, and welcome back today with another reaction video. So yesterday, reacted to 6ix9ine. Some people actually wanted me to react to some more of his content or his songs. So if you want to see something like that, let me know in the comments down below. If there's other things you want me to react to, let me know those in the comments down below as well. Apparently the thing I'm going to be reacting to today, like, really caught my eye. It was on trending, it caught my eye, and it's huge because I'm a big fan of this guy, and it kind of like, I want to know what's going on with it. I haven't heard or read, I don't get into the news, and I guess there was some like sexual conduct or sexual misconduct, I'm sorry, that is being addressed by James Franco. When he was at the Golden Globes, he wore a pin and it said "Time's Up," and it's like the whole thing where it's supporting women who are coming out and talking about all of the sexual harassment and all the things they've had to deal with in the show business and like all different kinds of stuff, which for me is crazy to see because it's coming out about so many people that I wouldn't imagine would be that way. And maybe, I don't know how, like, I know nothing. I feel like that business is just completely dirty with all kinds of stuff that goes on, and I don't think I'd ever want to completely be a part of it because it kind of scares me. YouTube's not really like that. Like, some girls put themselves like out there on YouTube to try to get bigger and all that kind of stuff, and that's just girls just pushing it. But like, I've never had any FIFA guy or any guy that I've just made videos with be like, oh yeah, okay, one person, but no, I'm not gonna bring that up. I bring that, bringing that up would be a huge no-no, so I'm not gonna do that. But it wasn't bad. They were just saying that like you'd get more, this person so-and-so, I'm not gonna say, would say that you would get more people to watch you guys play Call of Duty if you did it in swimsuits. So that was just like a comment. It's not like nobody tried to do like sexual misconduct. It was just a comment saying you should wear swimsuits. It's like, hey, you should be Zoe Berger and play Call of Duty. And I'm like, hey, no, I'm okay. But besides that, usually people on YouTube are really good, and I've had no problems with that whatsoever from any of the people, but apparently James Franco here has had problems in the past, and some ladies brought it up. There was actually a tweet about it. This was from Violet Paley. She has a cute "Time's Up" pin, James Franco. Remember the time you pushed my head down in the car towards your exposed penis? And the other time you told my friend to come up to her hotel when she was 17 after you already been caught doing that with a different 17-year-old? Oh! Didn't know that in the first place either. So there's all these things, and I love James Franco. I love his movies. I love everything he's done, so it kind of eats me up to have to hear about this. But this is like the world that we live in, I guess, and he's apparently responded to it on the late night show, and so I kind of want to see his reaction, and or not his reaction. I want to see how he addresses it, and I want to react to that. So that's what today's video is going to be. By the way, thanks for all the new subscribers. You guys have been amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it if you did. And then if you get to the end of this, you like the reaction, 1,000 likes would be awesome. Okay, let's do this.
You were wearing a "Time's Up" button, like a lot of guys at the show, and some women during your time on...
So if you wear the "Time's Up" button, you're supporting that women need to be more vocal about this, pretty much.
Said that was hypocritical. They went to Twitter and said that was hypocritical based on their experiences that they've had with you. They made some allegations.
Granted, we've not heard anything about James Franco till this moment. It's so weird how it's all, I don't know, it just all comes like in the most random times, but that must have like, obviously if you were sexually harassed by him and then you saw him wearing that pin, you might be very
You have read those tweets? And if so, how you responded to them?
Yes, I was sent a couple of the tweets, so yeah, I did read them. I haven't responded.
He hasn't responded to him, which makes you wonder when you don't respond, is it better to respond or not to respond? I never know. I never know in these situations.
I think, well, the ones I read were not accurate, but one of the things that I've learned is...
So you're saying if they're not accurate, maybe it's like some form of true, but not entirely accurate is what you're saying?
That this is a conversation that obviously needs to be had. There are people, women and others who have not been a part of this conversation, and I truly believe, and why I was wearing the pin, is that they need to be a part of this conversation. And
okay, so he's saying like even though all this happened, why he wore the pin was not to like try to rub it in people's face apparently, something. He actually thinks that it's like a real thing that should be talked about. So why would you, I wonder why you would support that if you had done it, but maybe some guys do that kind of stuff and they don't even know. Like I see it in person, but then some, I mean, you should know, and it's weird,
so,
I don't know.
Had a tweet, she since took it down. I heard you mention last night on Stephen Colbert's show that you had directed her in a play, you'd had a good experience with her. Have you reached out to her as someone, and are you not curious as to why she would do that if you had, from your perspective, a good relationship with her?
Reach out. I feel like my PR company reach out and be like, if it wasn't true, I'd be like, why are you putting that? I mean, maybe he has and he's just saying he hasn't.
Yes, I had a great relationship with her. she took the tweet down. I don't know.
Why did she take the tweet down, though? I want to know that.
Not
I do want to know
enough,
that.
though, to reach out to her as someone that you had a good relationship with before, and to try to understand why she would have done that?
I think he's like in this like pit of if you reach out, it's gonna be like it's assuming guilt. So I don't even know.
I don't know. It was so shocking. I don't know. I guess I'm just letting it be.
Last thing I'll say, or ask about this, I should say. This moment, you know, I think is...
He's just gonna let it be. He's just gonna let it be.
An exciting time because it's allowing us all remember, especially as men, that there were other people in different perspectives for things that we experienced.
Yeah.
Does this Time's Up movement and this moment we're having right now, does it make you look back at all and question any of your behavior in the past based on this new perspective we're getting on how women have perceived things for so long?
So this is where I'm thinking about it. Like, you might have thought of, okay, you thought, oh, well, you see everybody else doing it. It's something that happens. People took things a lot differently 15 to 20 years ago than they do now. Things are a lot more critical these days, I feel like. But you might have thought it was okay then when you had no idea it wasn't. That's the kind of stuff that's kind of come out with some guys. Now, the guys that are, if you're sleeping around with a 17-year-old, you knew that wasn't okay. But if you're like making crude jokes and things like that, that's become way more seen as like a terrible thing in the last, I feel like more so 10 years, and now really bad in the last couple of years. So it's kind of hard, but let's see this.
I mean, I think what I really learned, and being here and this week and that show that we were, you know, was, I mean, it was so powerful in there.
We heard some amazing things from some amazing women.
Yep, Oprah, my girl.
Like I said, you know, there are stories that need to get out. There are people that need to be heard. I have my own side of this story, but I believe in, you know...
So there are some collaborations in that it is a story if he has his own side.
These people that have been underrepresented, getting their stories out enough that I will, you know, hold back things that I could say just because I believe in it that much. And if I have to take a because I'm not going to, you know, try and, you know, actively refute things. So
he's pretty much saying it's kind of... I don't know if it's good or bad. I feel like it's kind of good of him because he's saying there's other people who need this, that need to get their story out and need to have that heard more than him fighting somebody who's making that story. Because obviously if he fights something, he has his own side of the thing, and he says, oh, well, she actually was making me grab her boob or something in that moment and something like that, and it comes out, then it makes that one girl look not credible. And when one girl looks not credible, then these people who really have these really terrible things that have gone on to them don't look credible either. So it's kind of like a catch-22.
Because I believe in it that much.
Well, I want to also move on to the film you made, and thank you for...
okay, so that's moving. He's just gonna get a film past that. So this one's hard for me. I have to see it, like, with a lot of these, you never know. It's always, like, hearsay. Some people have, like, actual evidence of it, but back then, depending on when it was, when it happened, you never know if you get the full story. And I feel terrible for, like, women that has happened to, because obviously to get into, like, these movies and films and things, women had to go through some crazy stuff, and they're trying to get it out there now so that women in the future won't have to do that. And I totally understand that, but it's, like, all snowballing, and it's happening for all these people, and sometimes... Oh, there's multiple girls here, actually. There's 3 or 4, so that changes things a little bit. And they all came after they saw the pin, so they were all obviously feeling the same thing. So at some point, he's had to have done something that offended somebody, but I don't know exactly what. I mean, obviously, apparently he slept with an underage girl, which that's what that girl said. Who knows? I don't know any of that kind of stuff. I don't get to make those, like, accusations or know anything, but it's just, it's hard for me to see which one is what's going on, which is worse. Like, there's so many different parts of it. It's just crazy to see that it's all coming out now and how bad it actually was for some people based on others. I kind of like his reaction to this just because he's not going out there and pretty much like trying to fight them and say like you're a liar. He's saying there is a story there, but he has his side to it and he'll let that out whenever other people get their own stage. So I guess, I mean, in a way that's very nice of him. If he's done really bad things, that sucks that he has to be such a good actor and he had to be such a bad person, but we won't know that until it's like fully out there. I just want to see this. I want to see his reaction. I thought it was okay. I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Let me know in the comments down below. This is me coming from a woman's perspective, which you'd imagine I'd be like, girl power, he's terrible. But I don't know. I have no idea. I've actually personally never been in any workplace in much of a sexual harassment situation. Not that I never like put myself in those positions or anything. It just, maybe I just got lucky and I had really nice bosses. I don't know. That is gonna be it for this video for today. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget 1,000 likes would be awesome. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye!